Hello, welcome to another week of trading. Looking at the euro yen, a lot of the euro crosses had some good turnaround short indicators that were kind of thrown off by non-farm payroll numbers that moved the market. So over here, the 4-hour chart, we had an inside candle, kind of a turnaround. Price shot back up on non-farm payroll. It was also held over the weekend. So it'll be interesting to see where we're at coming into this week's trading session. For here on the daily chart, we have a lot of wicks being thrown, and it's also high into its range on its stochastic oscillator. Price action is closing above all three of these moving averages, but it very easily could fall out again. The trend with euro has been down, although we do have a higher swing low. We also have a lower swing high, which is making this kind of an ascending pennant of sorts. Looking back over here, you got a little double top on the hourly chart. Stochastics are just kind of in the middle of the range. The market only opened up a couple hours ago, and since then it's kind of gone down and consolidated in this range. I'm going to continue to watch how this pans out. If price does start to collapse, I think it's going to be a good opportunity to look for some short opportunities for the week based on the higher time frames. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video and we're going to look at the market for a little while, and if something pops up, I'm going to come back and maybe take a trade. All right, have fun. Hey, so just checking back in, it looks to me like I have the opportunity for a short sell coming up here, maybe. What I would like to see is these stochastical indicators topping out in their range. And it looks like we're kind of range bound at the moment, and it doesn't really have a great direction. One thing that's an interesting indicator is this moving average over here. And this moving average, I would actually like to see maybe price action come up here and test it and throw an inverted hammer. That would be a great indicator. That would also give price action the ability to unwind a little bit to get rid of all of the buying pressure on it. It's not for sure that the market is going to go one way or the other. There's a little bit of indecisiveness right now. It's Sunday evening and it's the market's just starting. But those are the kinds of things that I look for. So I'm not taking the trade yet, but I'm getting a little bit more interested that price is traveling up. It'll give it a little bit of a greater ability for price to decline. All right, so I'm back and I feel good enough about the trade. I'm just going to go ahead and get in. I'm just taking one short, confirm yes. It's going to populate up here, and it's already started moving in the oh, there we go. So I'm in the market. I'm going to go ahead and see if price doesn't come down. I got a pretty good feeling about it. Over here, this is the this is the 50 line moving average on the 4-hour chart. If price engages the 50 line moving average and goes above it, I'll get out of the trade. If not, I'm going to hold on to it and see if price doesn't collapse. So I'll come back in a little bit and we'll see how we're doing. So we finally got a little bit of price collapse. I think that we're going to need to see it break through a couple key ranges. One is the 20 moving average here. It's going to need to come down lower than that, and if it does, manage the trade. I'm going to be looking at the stochastics on the 1 hour and the 4 hour, trying to let them play out to the low end of the range and take some of the pressure off. And hopefully we can get a pretty good trade going here, get a better than break-even stop loss pretty soon, and then continue to manage it and see which way it goes. I'll be back. Hey, just getting back to this trade, showing a little bit of the update. Price did turn against me a little bit. It didn't take out my stop loss, but one thing I thought was really interesting to take into account is just look right here is price action just came up and basically touched to the pip this I believe that's the 200 moving average on the 400 on the 4-hour chart, excuse me. And price just collapsed further from there. And that's kind of what I was worried might happen before, or not worried, that's what I was assuming might happen. And it looks like that's playing out now. So I'm basically right where I was the last time, well, when I entered the trade. But what I've got going on here is that market flow is starting to change and the stochastics are starting to come down. But I just wanted to highlight that right there, that price action playing off of that 200 moving average was it's really kind of an interesting way to use moving averages as moving support and resistances. And what I found personally in my trading experiences is that they usually pay attention pretty closely to some of those, and they're good opportunities to get into a trade with limited risk, or to understand what your total risk in a trade is, preventing yourself from getting overly committed to a trade, knowing where to put stop losses and a situation like that. So that's all for this video. I'm probably going to let price continue to collapse. I might make another video about it if market flow really starts to change on like the 4-hour or higher time frames. But I just wanted to finish off this video by illustrating that with the moving averages, and just show that we're in the trade. It's about 20 pips right now. I could take it as a scalp and call it a day, but I think that I'm gonna hold on to it. I like what the higher time frames are showing. So thanks for watching, and good luck.